Germany is known for its high quality education, but financing yourself as an international student can be really difficult. The good news is there are several foundations offering scholarships to cover all of your living expenses while you are studying at a German university. So you, as an international student, can get around 1000 euro per month to be free of financial worries and to focus entirely on your studies. The conditions for these scholarships are extremely good as they are tax-free and you don't have to pay any of them back. So let's dive right into how it works. First, we need to take a step back from the idea of a random institution suddenly willing to sponsor your student life in Germany and look at the German political system instead. Or better to say, at German political parties. Yes, it goes that deep. Every major political party in Germany has a foundation that is associated with it. But it is important to understand that these foundations are not political in their nature. So if you receive a scholarship from them, you are not required to become a member of the party that the foundation is associated with or to participate in any kind of political events. Instead, these political foundations represent the values that the party they are associated with stands for. And those values are some really good stuff like freedom, human rights, and democracy. Now let's go through the list of foundations that can offer you a scholarship. So we have Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, which is associated with the party called Christian Democratic Union. By the way, the word Stiftung in German means foundation in English. Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, which is aligned with Social Democratic Party. Friedrich Naumann Stiftung für die Freiheit, associated with Free Democratic Party. Heinrich Böll Stiftung, associated with Alliance 90 The Greens. Rosa Luxemburg Stiftung, which is related to the left, Die Linke. Heinz Seidel Stiftung, which is linked to Christian Social Union. It is a sister party to CDU, but it is specific to Bavaria, so Hans Seidel Stiftung is also specific to Bavaria. I am going to link the scholarship programs of these foundations in the description below for your reference. There are two things that you need to consider. Some of these foundations will only support master's and PhD students, while others might also have scholarships for undergraduate students. Second, some foundations might require you to be enrolled at the German university already, while others will have a more flexible approach and they will conduct an interview with you and make a decision about giving you a scholarship before you even start applying for a German university. This was my story, for example. I had my scholarship interview for Konrad Adenauer scholarship back in Ukraine, where I'm from, and at that time the idea of studying in Germany was unimaginable to me. That's why I even did not consider applying for a German university before securing a scholarship first. I had my interview back in Ukraine, and I have only started the university application process after learning that I have received the scholarship. Now let's look at who is eligible for this scholarship, so who can apply. The criteria might be slightly different depending on what foundation you're applying for, but there are some key criteria that I would like to tell you about. The first criteria is academic performance. You do need to have good grades in order to get the scholarship. However, many people believe that you need to be an overachiever, which is not necessarily true. Take my story for example. When I applied for my master's scholarship, my average grade was 80 out of 100, which is not perfect, right? But I still got the scholarship. And the reason is there are other factors that are equally or even more important than your academic performance. And one of such criteria is engagement. You need to be active besides of your studies. You might be volunteering for your community in cultural, political, or social field. It can be any kind of engagement related to sports or to cultural activities. Honestly, just anything that demonstrates that you are a well-rounded person and that you are interested in the world around you. I would say that your engagement can also be related to the academic field. Let's say that you do not have all the excellent grades, but there is this one topic that you are especially interested in and that you would like to research when you are in Germany. Maybe you already have a specific professor that you would like to work with. This will be a big plus as it shows that you already have a clear vision for your studies, and studying in Germany will most likely be a very big contribution to your research. The next criterion literally comes from the Konrad Adenauer Foundation website, and it is your personality. These foundations are looking for very specific qualities in their applicants. For example, being open minded or being assertive. And it kind of makes sense because if you have to move to Germany to do your master's or to do your PhD, there's a whole bunch of challenges that comes along with it. And you need to be able to overcome those challenges, which you most likely are if you are already considering studying in Germany. But it is important to demonstrate it during the selection process. It can be demonstrated by describing certain achievements that you have in life. Maybe you already have an experience of studying abroad, or honestly just any experience that you think shaped you as a person. When it comes to personality, it is also very important that you identify with the values that the foundation stands for. So let's say that you are highly politically engaged and you consider yourself to be a leftist. In that case, applying for the Konrad Adenauer Foundation will probably not be the best match. Instead, you might want to look into Rosa Luxemburg Foundation, which also identifies with the leftist values. There is also one requirement that might be a bit confusing for some people, and it is German language proficiency. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Ja, 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 ja. Gut, 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 gut. Guten Tag. While it might seem logical that you need to speak German in order to study in Germany, it is not necessarily the case. In my program, I have met many people who have completed their studies in English and who didn't speak German in the beginning. But it is very important that you are open to learning German because it is a crucial part of integrating in the German society, and the foundation will most likely support you in learning German while you are here. So all those scholarship opportunities are truly amazing and they can be really life-changing. You might be wondering, why would these foundations even want to give you money to study in Germany? German foundations sponsor international students to foster international cooperation between Germany and other countries. So by bringing you to Germany, they help build connections between Germany and your country. As we live in a globalized world, we also face global challenges, so it also makes sense to cooperate globally in order to address those challenges. Thank you very much if you made it this far. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions regarding this topic, and I wish you best of luck with your scholarship application.